So we are going to look at exceptions and assertions. Now when you say exception is an error that is indicated, or exception is detected in your program. In other words, error that is detected in your program has to be handled. So you have to know how to use the try catch. So you use the try catch to be able to identify the error, and then we handle it. And then also looking at how to throw your own exception. The programmer has to indicate a certain statement that will be used to actually define the error that is identified. So we are going to look at these two concepts before we go to propagating exceptions. And then we look at types of exceptions. Then we also go to programmer defined exception, where the programmer has to define his or her own exception in a program. Then we look at assertions. So we are going to use example program to demonstrate the exception. It is an error that is detected in your program, and how to handle the error. So let's create example. So we are going to put int a, or let's say int age. So public static void main, so what we are going to do is we are going to accept the age. So we are going to use graphical input to accept the age. So let's take the work. So we have to add, because of the J option pane, we have to add import javax.string.star, but we can get J option pane here. Then the show input dialog. So it's better we put it this way so that we can import all incompatible types. Okay. We have to actually convert. So the age is an integer, and this one is a string, so we have to actually convert using a certain function. So we can put the string age, and then we use the string age to accept. So when we come here, we have a function that we can use to convert, and that function is integer dot pass int, like this, and then you put your string age here. We use this one, we convert this string to integer, because this one is going to assign the number. So it's going to be string. When you enter, it's going to be like this. So it's going to be like this. So you need this function to convert. So let's compile it. Now it's saying that this should be a static. This should be a static. If not, you cannot assign. That is the importance of static modifier. So we have to ensure this is static. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is to implement the try-catch concept. So we have try, then catch. So catch, we have number, format, exception. So that is the class and object. So this is the class number, format, exception, and we have created an object. So number, format, exception. Okay. Now it means that we have to put this one in the try like this, so that when you enter the value, and when it's assigning the value to the age, it will now prompt you that is this number an integer, because we are saying integer. If we enter anything apart from integer, it will not accept. Only integer is accepted. Okay. Now, if you enter anything apart from integer, this is the message it's going to show. So let's use show option pane or show message dialog. So incorrect, invalid data, or invalid integer. So let me add ENFE, that's the object. I want to see the outcome of it, the message error. So I have to use get message to show the message error. So we are going to run it. We enter your age. So let's see 26a. See, 26a. Let's see. Invalid integer. See, invalid integer for input string. For input string 26a. Okay, so let's run it again. We have to compile it. It's still running. It's still running. You see, you can check here. It's still running. Compiling your program for you. It's taking time to compile. Okay. So we have to. Here is it. Okay, so we have 26. So it didn't give any error. So let's see. KL. You see, invalid integer for input strings. So anytime you enter anything apart from the integer is going to give you an error. So you have to enter integer. So this is how you'll be able to throw an exception. You'll be able to catch your exception. So the number format exception helps you to ensure proper format of the entries. So anytime you can also put exception here. That is the general class. So this is the general class exception, and it will also exception. Okay. See, the exception is the main class where you can get different types of exception. So let's run it. Six Jane. You see, so it's giving the same thing. So instead of you not to be confused with the number exception, you can put exception here. So let's be specific, number format exception. We also have arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. So let me copy this and paste. This is example 2. So this is going to be enter value 1. So I'm going to modify this value 1, value 2, and then I'm going to, okay, let's make it simple so that I'm going to take this one from here, and what I'm going to do is to perform a very simple mathematics. So int A, B, C. We are going to perform A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6, or let's say 2. C is equal to A divided by B. So now let's put 0 here. So this is arithmetic exception. So division error. So a number divided by 0 is impossible. Delete error, because a number cannot be divided by, that is 5 divided by 0 is wrong. So let's save the second exception. Now let's run it. Division error by 0. Okay, so let me put system.out so that we don't so that we have the output here. So division error by 0. So anytime you have a number divided by 0, that is what you do. So let's see. C is equal to, so we have this. Let's see, put 2 here and compile it to see. So let's run it and see. So this is it, because I've put 2 here.